I'm Zach. Hunting, fishing, outdoor adventure and exploration, they run in my blood. I am deeply driven.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Zach with Deeply Driven Outdoors. Myself and Andy are out here for the second to last day, weekend day of teal season. It is going to be the first kayak hunt of the year. It's a spot, like I said, there hasn't been a ton of teal around all teal season. I scouted this on Tuesday, it's now Saturday, and there was some teal out here. We hunted this place on our very first teal hunt of the year and didn't see a whole lot. When I was out here scouting on Tuesday, I saw more than what we saw then, and I figured we're going to get out in the kayaks and hide and try and get on them a little bit better. I've got my Ascend H12 with the blind on it. I'm going to rebrush this. We got some time. And then I got my backup kayak with my homemade blind for Andy to use for the time being. So we're fortunate enough that no one is here, and we're just hanging out. Right now we're on the boat ramp brushing blinds. That's the blind that I made 2 years ago. One of my first videos was making this blind for this kayak, and I've never used it, so I'm going to see if that works. Andy's going to be in that one because he's not having H12. This is my H12. I got it partially brushed right now. We're able to just sit here and brush kayaks on the ramp right now. If someone does come along, we'll move, but it's making it easy for us. So I should probably get a little bit more, maybe a little more green in the front. I did not use that raffia properly when I put that in. And then I'm going to get some more green up here, and I've not gotten any in the back yet, so probably about half to 2/3 done. We're loaded up. This H12 is awesome. I got 2 guns, packed with all my camera gear, hunting gear, mojo, and our teal spread in there, and I still got extra room. Part of the problem is this water is so shallow that our decoys won't float. It's a good teal habitat. My camera lens is dirty. Everything is so messy. It's so sloppy getting back here.
Dude, just shoot a shot up in the air.
There's so many shorebirds right now that love our decoy spread. If we had teal around our spread like this, that'd be incredible. Everything is just absolutely filthy. Like, my hands are covered in mud. Gun's covered in mud. Dropped my phone in mud. Kayak is covered in mud. Blind is mud.
I got mud down my butt crack.
Andy literally has mud in his butt crack right now.
Don't ask.
Don't know how that happened. Andy says don't ask. I don't want to ask. So everything is very muddy. There's some teal around, but there's hardly any. There's about probably 6 or 7 trucks in the parking lot, and I don't know if any shots are actually coming from this lake. Maybe a couple have come from this lake, but the teal are stale. They know the game. I don't know how to hunt stale teal. I think we were in a great spot. We got into a spot that you would never get into with a boat. You know, I had to drag kayaks for 100 yards after paddling all the way out here, because it's too shallow for kayaks. But our decoys don't have any motion because they're just sitting in a 1/2 inch of water.
Looking retarded.
So that's the way that's going. These ducks know where to hide, that's for sure. I mean, I guess if it's any consolation, no one else has really shot either. But this is really some pretty ideal teal habitat right here. I think the water that we chose to hunt was a little on the shallow side, as you can
Tiny bit.
As you can tell. There's not hardly any water there. Nothing really worked into us teal-wise, but nothing worked into anybody. Teal are stale. But we're picking up here. It's gonna start getting hot, and we gotta pull kayaks a ways, and then paddle them some more ways. So we're gonna pick up and get out of here. So this is gonna become my fall afternoon tradition. Duck hunt in the morning, smoked meat Saturday afternoon, duck hunt Sunday morning, and eat said meat while watching football. Okay, so I just got back from hunting not so long ago. I got home, got all my stuff put away, running the smoker here. Got a pork butt going, and I kind of wanted to do something new this year. I want to break down some of my hunts that aren't so successful, because I'm trying to learn a little more about duck hunting, learn from my mistakes, learn from things that can go better, and I think that might be an interesting little thing to have on my channel, you know, that you guys might get to follow along with, kind of the learning process. So today we went to a spot that it's a new spot as of this year. I've always wanted to hunt this place. It just hadn't panned out to do it in the past. We hunted it opener for teal from the shore, and you know, it was walk-in hunt. And then today, Andy and I went out in the kayaks. We definitely heard and saw more teal there from the kayaks. The habitat looks like it's really good. And there's birds around, but there was a lot of big ducks. There was a lot of spoonies, which to me, I think that's the closest one that looks like a teal. Like if you're gonna pick one that looks like a teal, wood ducks. Some people get them confused with teal. I don't, but spoonies I think can be a little bit tricky. So we had to kind of do some second looks on some ducks, but a lot of spoonies around, but there were definitely some teal too. You could tell they were stale. You know, they knew what a decoy spread looked like, and it didn't help the fact that we were sitting in shallow water. Like, when I say shallow water, I mean almost none. Like, it was like an inch. So the decoys weren't really floating, and for as big of a spot as it was, running 18 decoys, I don't know if maybe we needed more to be a little more visible. But really, a couple more inches of water would have helped. I like shallow water for teal, but that was real shallow. So, I think if it were for decoy movement, maybe, I don't know, maybe hit a little bit better. We weren't too bad for teal. Maybe that would have worked out. But tell me what you guys think about where we were sitting, where we were kind of hiding, if that was enough cover for teal or not. Because that's one thing I'm kind of in question about. I know that the decoys needed more water to float in that whole lake area. The deepest part of it, I bet, is 6 inches, 8 inches. It's not a deep place at all, especially not right now with the drought that we've had. So that's something I'm just kind of recording thoughts, things I've thought about after a hunt. You know, maybe have you guys kind of contribute in a little bit on that, rather than just watching, you know, posting a hunt where I don't shoot anything and then doing that again and again. You know, make it a little more interesting, make it a little bit more of like a learning curve kind of thing. So that's it for now. Appreciate you watching Deeply Driven Outdoors. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell too. That way you actually get notified when I post. Hit like, drop me a comment. Let me know, were we sitting in enough cover or not for teal. Let me know what you think, or maybe what you would have done differently. I know there was one other group out there too, as a side note, last little side note. They also did not fire a shot. I just think that the birds are really stale. So, but I always want to know how to try and get on better anyway. So let me know what you think. Drop me a comment, and we'll have a chat. You know, let me know what you think.